What do you think are the chances of today's show going without a hitch, without a technical hitch, without without Will Smith's character from Hitch? You know, he's always coming in here telling me what to do to get laid. I'm like, brother, got a girlfriend, man. Getting laid ain't a problem. I'm getting laid all the fucking time, man. You wouldn't believe the dick that gets slung. Come on, Smith. What are you playing at, brother? Hey, brother. What are you playing at? I appreciated your service in the U.S. Air Force when it came to saving us from an interplanetary attack. Don't get me wrong. Please. Me. The Feathery King. High ranking. I made Meow Meow. I don't need help with the ladies. I made the one about the boat shoes and Daddy's yacht. I've made hard neuro records. I do not need help, tips to get the ladies. All I have to do is tell them about how many instances of massive VST I'm running in this bitch. And the panties drop like farts in a lift. Oh! Spicy. Seriously spicy, Mr. Smith. So come on, brother. I don't need your help. So yeah, hopefully no technical hitches or Will Smith's character from Hitch. That would be cool. And remember, guys... Oh! All Fridays are now Foghorn Fridays on Threshold.fm. So that's good news. I like your spelling, your use of upper and lowercase and numbers for spelling Foghorn Friday. I think that does convey the message as to what as to how it should be. Honk honk indeed. I mean, maybe Foghorn Drum and Bass is just another extension of the Clown World honk. I do not know. Mr. Merck, he posted a bloody good Foghorn video in the Discord yesterday, maybe. Oh, good Foghorn. Really good Foghorn. I should dig that out, you know. It really nice. Oh, lovely. Proper big Foghorn, yeah? Where was it? It was in the general section, I believe. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Wow.
Tank's filled up.
It's a guy testing
I've walked down to...
He's testing out a big Foghorn in his garden. Where is it? Come on, son. God, it's a lovely big Foghorn. I'm sorry you can't see this, guys, but believe me, you'll bloody hear it. Oh, here he comes. He's gearing up. He's got a big... Oh, that is good Foghorn. Oh, yes. Lovely Foghorn. Go on, another one. Give us another one.
Yeah.
Let her rip.
One more.
Yeah. Oh. There you go. That's the new Benny L release. I get excited by that. That's amazing stuff. Thanks for posting that, Mr. Merck. You've made all my Foghorn Friday dreams come true. Yeah, I should have that. We should get that on the soundboard. I should get this bloody soundboard back. Don't know what's going on. Wesley, where's the bloody soundboard, brother? What's going on, brother? Still got your birthday hat on, brother? You're visibly on drugs. Brother, you need to get your life together, brother. Come on, I'm giving you the Dog the Bounty Hunter routine. Yeah, do you want a cig? I don't know where you're... over there. Come on, brother. What happened, brother? We're going to help you sort it out. You just got to turn your life to Jesus, brother. Cockney Jesus, he will sort you out. Don't worry, brother. Fucking... I'll help you, mate. I'll help you. You know, metaphorically, I'll drag you out of bed by the cock. Don't worry, pal. I fucking got you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only bloody Friday. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We've got coffee and memes. Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Extra potatoes, that's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to Threshold.fm. Welcome to Coffee and Memes. Welcome to the ongoing saga that is my life. Yes, well, couple of confirmations here. D, yes, it does mean that Coffee and Memes is the official warm-up for Fog On Fridays. That's true. And, yep, Chode, the Fog On there that he was sounding does call the Jump Up Army. They all come out from the trees where they live. They all live up there. Got little Burberry hats on and little Air Max 95s. Air Max 95s? I don't know. Maybe 90s. Nah. I don't know. Those weird looking ones. Not the big ones. Like the original sort of small, those kind of weird sort of chavvy Nikes. I can't remember what they're called. The fucking weird looking, man. They look like they're out of a shit 80s sci-fi movie. I don't pretend to understand them. You know, they're not for me. That's all right. I'm not going to start, you know, carrying on like some sort of authoritarian overlord about people's footwear. Well, I mean, yeah, I am actually. Not those trainers in particular. I don't have that much of a problem with them. They're not for me, but fine. You've been made aware on numerous occasions the footwear that I have a problem with. It's those fucking walking shoes. Unless you're walking, unless you're on a hike, there's no excuse. Absolutely no excuse for them. Look, men's walking shoes. Guys, seriously, brothers. This is, yes, now here we are. Fuck me. Look, unless you're on the Duke of Edinburgh Award or you're out there scaling fucking Ben Nevis, what's going on there? No, that's not good, is it? That's building the fucking schedule for Trickstar. Here we go. Listen, yeah, unless you're out actually on a hike, there's no excuse for wearing these. Guys, you can't be wearing these with cargo trousers unless you're on you're out fell running or something. If you're a tradesman and they've got steel toes, fine. All right, tradesmen get a pass. They get a pass on a lot of stuff. I'm a man of the people, you know. But Jesus Christ, you're wearing them to the office. I don't care you work in IT. That's irrelevant. That's not, you know, that shouldn't factor into it. Yeah, what you playing at? Come on, guys. Seriously. Man, look, what? Oh, God. I'm very triggered by these. Very, very triggered. Very triggering footwear. Look at these. Oh, man. These are... they're not good, are they? For anyone that's... I mean, you must... If you're just listening to the podcast, you must have an image of what these look like in your head. They're just walking shoes for men. But they... Look, you have to have, like, somewhat... Look, walking to the office is not... It's not enough, yeah? Don't be... Like, I've seen people just walking around town now with those bloody... They're like ski poles. They've got a big backpack on. And... all right, they're obviously walking a long distance, but, like, you've got legs. Like, if you're disabled, fine. Sure. Obviously, you know, crack on. But, like... Why is with the ski poles? Just for walking... someone walking around Churchill Square with them. The shopping mall. No, I can't walk to the mall with fucking ski poles. Another thing. While we're on the subject of walking sticks, what's the obsession with bloody walking sticks at festivals now? They're like, but they're not for people that require a walking stick for any sort of medical application. People dancing with them. It's like a rave cane. There are special dances. It's like a wook thing. There seem to be special dances involved around having a cane. Not like the old, give them the old razzle-dazzle. We'll make you a star. It's show business. No, it's psytrance. It's a disaster. You're on ketamine. You've just got it to hold you up when the ketamine kicks in. All right, I can see the sort of utilitarian aspect to it there. You know, it's got a purpose. But, like, multiple people with these fucking rave canes. Grow up. Seriously. Get married. Have a child. Invest in property. Unbelievable. Take out a mutual fund. That fucking rave canes. Makes me sick. Make some foghorn. Yeah, do something with your life. Pathetic. Anyway, what we got here? Creepy Iowan knows how to seduce women. I saw someone do it in a porno film, the man said. Oh, fuck, this is going to be a disaster, isn't it? Look at the state of him as well. Oh, baby Jesus. Celebrating McConaughey's nude bongo bust marks 20 years since the actor's famous Texas Tangle. Lovely stuff. Wow. Was that McConaughey? Was that Owen thingy? They're the same person, aren't they? Are they the same person? Yeah. Owen. He's got a big hook nose. Owen, come on, someone help me out. Anyway, him and McConaughey, they're the same, right? Aren't they? Yeah. Anyway, what have we got? Angry mum takes daughter to court after she breaks her bed having the sex. Wow. Rhiannon claimed her mum was also to blame for the broken bed, and she has heard things that you cannot unhear as a daughter. This looks like a lot of fun. Keen to get into that. Mum slammed for wanting her child's offensive lines taken out of the play. What was it, the N-word, or what's the deal there? Mum has been warned against being that parent for considering asking the school to change her son's lines in the script. What are the lines? Come on. Oh, it's from Bugsy Malone. What are our guesses? Fag. The script included, "You Irish potato head. You dumb potato face Irish jerk." I'm going to punch that stupid Irish nose right back to Tipperary. That's pretty fierce for a school play. Clearly concerned some of the content was a little too X-rated. I don't know about X-rated for school pupils. She turned to Mumsnet, of course, to ask if she would be right to tell the schools that the lines could be construed as offensive, should be tweaked. Other members didn't hold back in telling her exactly why they think she is wrong to kick up a fuss. It's a bit snowflakey of you, TBH. Shakespeare is racist and anti-Semitic. Can you imagine schools admitting chunks of Othello or The Merchant of Venice? Don't be that parent. The second said, things like this should never be altered. Well, they're of a time, aren't they? You're going to go back and tucking round the edges off history. Pathetic. It's a way of showing children how society has changed and respect how culture has grown, attitudes changed, and so on. Correct. History is important, and the film is an incredible tool for learning about this. And splatter guns. Yeah. What, you're going to call Fat Sam of size? Oh, what are we going to call him? Bold, brave, and beautiful Sam. Change his name to Beautiful Sam. I heard something. What was it? It's not fat anymore. It's prominent. He's a prominent man. Clothes for the prominent man. For fat men. Big fat boys. Yeah. Prominent Sam. We're changing his name too. Prominent Sam has a condition. Don't be mean. Hey, stop oppressing Prominent Sam. Just because he's prominent, he's bold and brave and beautiful. Okay. The third joke, Bugsy Malone, is about prohibition, isn't it? Lots of contraband alcohol and drinking and the likes. You could complain about that. Or all the gun running during the prohibition years. Illegal speakeasies. The list of crimes is huge. And prominent Sam. One user did offer some support to the mum, saying that she should have a word if her child is in primary school, as kids aren't really old enough to understand historical context. Right, but suggested she leave it in if he's in secondary school. No, she's been too sensitive. Ooh, 86% on the Mirror. Yeah, well, people don't fuck about on the Mirror. If it was Guardian, it'd be the other way around. Snowflake cucks. Anyway, guys, look. Should we talk about shoe throwers? Because I've got them. I've got a good fucking few of them, all right? Yeah, and we're not here to fuck about. Now, I've been promising it all week. Gantry and Ruin, Sabotage on their label, NMA, which stands for No Men Allowed. Girls only for Gantry and Ruin. They only want the boys. It stands for No Music Allowed. This is Sabotage, Gantry and Ruin, and by God, it's out now. Hey, it's prominent Pauly.
Like you're facing the death.
He pretends he's from Australia. He's from fucking Brooklyn. He's from Long Island. Prominent Pauly. Fucking Owen Wilson. Yeah.
Sabotage.
Now that you're ready to become someone new.
Like you're facing the death.
Yeah, Bert, you've got the nail on the head there. He says, I like the way he always says, help me out, someone, then doesn't look at the chat for half an hour.
Who you're becoming.
Like you're facing the death.
Steve, I don't look like Richard from Guess Who. I am Richard from Guess Who. And that's the stone cold truth of the matter.
Like you're facing the death.
Well, I think we have a shoe throw of the week, don't we?
Now that you're ready to become someone new. And you love who you're becoming.
Yeah, man. Good work, boys. You're very good boys.
Like you're facing the death.
Now that you're ready to become.
Yeah, man. Genshin Ruin, man. It's called Sabotage, man. It's on the new label called NWA, man. NMA, not NWA. Very different, man. Very different. Fellas with attitude. No, it stands for no music allowed. Es ist nicht erlaubt. Es ist verboten. Danke. Okay, so more news in triggering. I wonder if it'll trigger me. Probably. When I raise my triggered fingers. Yep. All the snowflakes hit the deck. Clapping banned at Oxford University to stop people being triggered. I don't think they have technically banned it. I think they're going to sort of encourage. I mean, when they say banned, like, what would be the penalty for clapping? Expulsion? The slipper? I don't know, like capital punishment, corporal punishment. Anyway, students at the University of Oxford have voted to, quote unquote, replace clapping with a silent wave because it could trigger anxiety. Instead, they're being told to use jazz hands, where they wave their hands in the air. Jazz hands are like the worst thing ever, just in general. I don't think that even in jazz, like even when they're really like an appropriate part of a jazz dance, horrendous. Outside of that jazz dance, unforgivable. You know, like I think you could get away with it in some sort of jazz dancing, and people be like, yeah, probably won't go and see that again. But just, I don't know, man, not good, is it? The motion to mandate the encouragement of silent clapping. The mandate the encouragement of silent clapping. It's a bit fucking esoteric, isn't it? Was successfully passed by the university's student union officers following their first meeting of the year on Tuesday. It will come to apply at student union events, and if successful, rolled out to other societies and events. Who's this with the gun fingers? Sabbatical officer Reece Mosson says the move is aimed at making events more inclusive and accessible to all. Why are you doing gun fingers? That seems very threatening. I'm quite triggered by it. What's the deal there? Oxford students have argued that alternatives to clapping already existed in some organisations and institutions, and that they should follow suit. It comes after the University of Manchester passed a similar motion in September last year. Jazz hands is the British Sign Language expression for applause, and is considered a more inclusive gesture. Okay, well, we found an example of when jazz hands is appropriate if it's used as actual part of actual British Sign Language. That's fine. You know, obviously, you know, I like to have some sort of adjudication over the rules. People come to me, ask me when stuff is and is not appropriate, and they follow my teachings. That's how the world works. Sabbatical officer Reece Mosson said, the policy was proposed in order to encourage the use of British Sign Language clapping during our democratic events. Why don't you do all of the why just the clapping? Bit of a pathetic token gesture, isn't it? Do the whole thing. Have everybody learn the sign language. Oh, you haven't got time for that, have you? Pathetic. Use of British Sign Language during clapping. Sign language clapping during our democratic events to make the events more accessible and inclusive for all, including people who suffer from anxiety. Right. Okay. Inclusivity is one of the student union's founding principles. So were you saying that deaf people who speak British Sign Language wouldn't be able to understand clapping? They're just looking at all these people going like this, just like, what on earth are they doing? That's not, I've never seen that before. That's not in the language. Or has no one told them that clapping actually means fuck off in sign language? This is ridiculous. Like, like they obviously, people who speak like British Sign Language clearly understand. I know they maybe couldn't hear the claps, but they can't hear jazz hands either. It's not like what's the God? Can you imagine anything more fucking insufferable than a crowd of students at Oxford all going? And I mean, how weird! Like as well, like, and will everyone please give a warm jazz hands to Dr. Jordan B. Peterson? Oh, thank you for the rousing applause. Anyway, so your father's stuck down a well, and you got to go down and rescue him because the dragon's down there, and well, dragons have gold. And anyway, it's just ridiculous. Jeremy Corbyn will back election if no deal Brexit is off the table. Shut up, Corbyn. No one cares what you think. No one has cared what you think for years now. What's going on with Brexit? Come on, guys. What's everyone saying in the chat? Brexit, are we nearly done? Are we there yet? Have we got the WTO deal of our dreams? Come on! WTO. No deal, no surrender, no retreat, no deal. I'm looking like I might get the extension of my dreams, man. We might be. It really is the equivalent of at 7 a.m. when the sun's coming up, just going, fuck it. Let's call the Albanians again. Let's see if we can carry it on until the pub's open. What time does Wetherspoons open? Fuck it. Let's go. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, so where are we? I can't even remember what I asked now. Yeah, what's going on with Brexit? Guys, Robin, tell me. You of all people must know. What if it just turned out to be the twisted, feverish dream of Noel Edmonds, and it just turned out to be a massive game of Deal or No Deal? We didn't even know we were playing. That'd be annoying, boring. Liz is here if you want Wales-based Brexit correspondent. Okay, yeah, go. What's Liz's hot take on the current state of Brexit? Please, Liz, I want to know. Richard for president. Richard who? I don't know what's going on. No idea. Look, we'll have another bit, and if everyone could just let me know what's going on with Brexit in the chat, that'd be great. And we'll actually get to read it. Ironheart, New Logic remix by Netsky. I think it's pronounced Netsky. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, isn't it? Netsky off Le Hopital Records, called Ironheart New Logic remix. Shit, Gordon says Liz is getting a laptop. Fucking hell. Uh-oh. Essay incoming. Bildo says the systems are ready. The systems for what? Maddie Wright says the EU is run by Nazis. That's all I have to say on the matter. Seems like a perfectly reasonable position to take. Saturday night special if ever I heard one. Lovely bit of gear. Absolute top lip sniff for this one. So Liz has been dropping the Brexit knowledge. Liz, are you an actual paid analyst for the BBC? Okay, here we go. Liz says we can expect a general election soon. Seems certainly likely. It is still very unlikely Boris will get one through, as his friends are the DUP, who are less trustworthy than, well, anything. Scotland and Wales are have already refused consent to a tight deadline. He promised a general election if they get the withdrawal agreement passed by the 12th of December. He's made a lot of promises. He's made a lot of promises. Very few have come through. Although EU countries are quite keen to get this done with, they have all said they will happily. Although EU countries are quite keen to get this done with, they have all said they will happily grant an extension, except for France, because, well, France. They think no deal will sharpen minds in UK to sort it out. Like, okay, yeah, fine. I've lost the place now. Boris wants to get it done, even though he started it all. He wants his PM legacy to be more than just about Brexit. Hence, he is chucking money at everything. He has no policies, just money. Oh, I'd love to be in that position. No policies, no taste, no opinions, just money. Just pure fucking wedge. Just throw it at stuff. Why can't he just get it done? I've got money. I'll just throw money at it. That's the fucking dream, isn't it? That's the fuck you money that, what's his name, was the guy who wrote not Naval Ramakant, he's very different. Guy that wrote The Black Swan, talking about fuck you money. He's weird. Anyway, it's all moving too fast now. It's gone. It's just chucking money at it, no policies, just money. Liz is a freelancer that gets paid by the BBC for doing an analysis on Brexit. Nice. By day, I work in environment policy and try to save the planet. The BBC is not funded that way, but let's not get distracted. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. The BBC are worse than the EU, pretty much fully funded by the EU. Okay, all right. I'm leaving this now. Liz, thank you very much for your insights. Very kind of you. It feels like everything's gone off track now. So we'll get back to these shoes. Oh, look at the absolute state of them. Oh, they're so triggering. So triggering. What are these? Oh, these Solomon ones. Yeah, they're. Oh, oh, they're very, very triggering. I'm really not a fan of them. They're really bad. What are these? Echo, ECCO. Oh, God, have you ever seen anything so bland? Imagine just going out thinking I need a new pair of shoes, just going out and buying them. Just because you think, yeah, look, they look like hard-wearing, practical men's shoes. Great. Fuck. God, what kind of life would that be? No, I do not want that. Anyway, what other triggering have we got going on? There's more. There'll be loads. There'll be loads of triggering. That's all the news is these days. Okay, here, this looks like fun. Man arrested for defiling doll. Doll of Olaf from Frozen in department store. Man has been arrested after ejaculating on a stuffed Olaf doll in a department store. Cody Midas shocked onlookers as he took the Frozen toy off the shelf and began dry humping it before, quote-unquote, nutting and then placing it back on the shelf at the Target store in Florida on Tuesday the 22nd of October. On Tuesday 22 October. Smith... Right, okay. Can't quite remember how you do this. To get the console up, it is document design mode equals on. Come here. On. Right, good. On. Right, you can edit the page now. So I'm just going to go and correct Dominic Smithers' absolute bollocks. On Tuesday. There we go. And then placing it back on the shelf at a Target store in Florida on Tuesday the 22nd of October. After emptying his load on the famous children's character, the 20-year-old then moved on to a stuffed unicorn and attempted to do the same before placing it back among the items at Pinella's Park store. Mida was detained by police at around 2 p.m. following the incident and later charged for criminal mischief. He's been released on $150 bond. That's a very cheap bond. They really don't think he's a flight risk after jizzing on a toy. Court documents from the case stated the defendant entered the location during business hours, and then the business end of his manhood was suddenly apparent. And approached a display of Disney Frozen merchandise and selected a large Olaf stuffed animal. The defendant then proceeded to lay it on the floor and dry hump it until he ejaculated on the merchandise before placing it back on display. I mean, you've got to be going something. I mean, I don't think I would, even if like my family were being held at gunpoint, I don't know whether or not I would be able to just ejaculate in public like that. I'm not sure I'd even be able to get a boner. He must really fancy that toy. He must really have the hots for it. The defendant then entered the toys department where he selected a large unicorn stuffed animal and began to dry hump this item. The items were removed from the store floor and the defendant was detained while still inside the store. The defendant was read Miranda, informed of his rights following the arrest, and admitted to doing stupid stuff and admitted he had nutted on the Olaf stuffed animal. He added the defendant has a history of this type of behaviour via his father, not on the scene. The merchandise could not be resold and was destroyed due to circumstances. But Cody isn't the only one who's been caught trying to make sweet love to something he shouldn't have. A man was caught trying to have sex with a plastic traffic cone at a train station. Yep, we covered this recently. He told officers his trousers had simply fallen down. He is spared jail. Trevor Smith, 48, was found thrusting his hips towards a traffic cone in a lift in Wigan North train station on the 14th of April. After pleading guilty to outraging public decency last month, he appeared at Bolton Crown Court today, where he was handed a suspended sentence. It's nice to be spared jail, I think. Don't fuck any more traffic cones or we'll put you inside. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? They've also missed out Florida off the fact of that. I've changed the headline to Florida man arrested after spilling a goodly load on doll of Olaf on some stuffed toy or other. Okay, so that looks better. Okay, we saved that. Cheers for that, Dominic Smithers. You absolute lunatic. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we have a full story on it here. Jess Hardyman covering this one, which is the man caught trying to have sex with traffic cones, says his trousers fell down. Well, we've had the scoop on that. We are, we're well informed on that one, thanks to the fine journalistic work of Dominic Smithers. Okay, zombie Angelina Jolie lookalike, quote unquote, paraded on national TV after arrest. Okay, so it certainly got me. It was, in fact, Photoshop and a lot of makeup. The Angelina Jolie quote-unquote lookalike, who was recently arrested for blasphemy, she'll probably get the death penalty for that, has spoken out on state TV for the first time. Okay, so they blanked her face out. God, his beard is itchy, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, blurred her face out. Well, anyway, she just looks like a normal woman. Okay, the internet sensation became famous thanks to her heavily edited photos on social media, where she was compared to a zombie on the lead character from Tim Burton's animated film Corpse Bride. Yeah, well, it had me, but then, it doesn't take much to bloody pull the wool over Uncle Rankin's eyes. He's not paying attention. Not paying whether it's April Fool's Day or not. Iranian regime-run channel IRTV2 used 22-year-old Sahar Tabar to show an example of how the madness to become famous on social media has ruined a real life. It's caused her to blaspheme. The ultimate sin. She said that she regretted some of her choices and said that she should have listened to her mother, who had warned her against any of the drastic changes she made. However, she denied that she had altered her face to look like Academy Award-winning actor Jolie. Speaking to IRTV, she said, "I do not currently look like my Photoshop pictures. My mother was telling me to stop, but I didn't listen. Sometimes the words of a stranger or a friend can be more important than those of a parent." Some reports even said that the woman from Tehran had paid for as many as 50 procedures to make her face look different. Tabar denied this, though, saying her creepy Instagram posts are mainly the result of makeup and heavy photo editing. The interview also revealed that she was the child of a broken home. Single tear. She'd been living with her mother, and the show pointed out that she could have been in university if it wasn't for the fact that she created her online persona. Tabar said, "Vulgarity on social media gets a lot of clicks." She added, "My childhood dream was to be famous." Some have criticised the interview, saying that it was humiliating, and many commenting that it was staged. Tabar was arrested earlier this month, detained for crimes including blasphemy and instigating violence, as reported by Tasnim, the Iranian news agency. Authorities arrested Tabar after complaints were made about her to police. She's been accused of a string of offences, including blasphemy, instigating violence, illegally acquiring property, insulting the country's dress code, and encouraging young people to commit corruption. Encouraging young people to commit corruption is another one to add to the list, along with actions leading towards encouraging the delinquency of a minor. I mean, they're similar, I guess, in a way. Although she has acquired hundreds of thousands of followers since the allegations have come to light, her Instagram has been deleted. Rough times, man. Rough times for the Jolie Photoshop lookalike, man. Right, look, one more bit. Well, goddamn, call it a week. This is a naughty bit. It's called Blueprint by Rido and or Joe Ford. Yeah, all the fun at the fair on this one. Oh my god, what has happened in the chat? There's no such thing as real Wales because Wales does not actually exist. Wales is not real. Sorry to break it to you. Wales is but a social construct. Wales is a construct of the patriarchy. By even mentioning Wales, you're merely endorsing the patriarchy. So it works. So it works. Wales is funded by George Soros. These real Wales shills, they're all Soros funded. Alex Jones was right about Wales when he said he didn't exist. That's why Alex Jones was banned, because he spoke out about Wales. The app developers are from Wales. See what I mean? New Kid Emma's in town. Welcome to the fucking circus, Emma. Welcome to the lobster party. Whatever happened to new kid from Hog Boy's work? Jizzface, I think they call him now. Yes, as Liz says, you will make many lobster friends and also enemies. This is the problem that comes from, basically, I'm afraid, from diversity of opinion. People sometimes just like to get into it. Yeah. Is it healthy? Sometimes. Other times, I guess not so much. It's fine. If everyone could be nice at the same time as disagreeing, is such a thing possible? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Guys, look, there's 10 minutes left. Yeah. And then, by God, may the Lord have mercy on us all, it's Foghorn Friday. So, keen on that. Boris Johnson, we've just done Brexit news. There's some Kanye stuff to lighten the mood. Kanye West will likely run for president in 2024, as he calls himself the greatest artist of all time. And who would I be to disagree? Who would I be to disagree? Sylvester Stallone shows off pretty impressive guns at 73 years old and trolls daughter. Cool. Kanye West is set to drop new album, Jesus is King. Cool. Any second now. After he fixes mixes on a few of the songs, that is. But while we all wait for that, the 42-year-old has taken some time to throw his hat in the ring for president again. During an interview with Zane Lowe, the gold digger rapper, who has come under fire in the past for his support of Donald Trump, teased running for White House job in 2024. There will be a time when I will run for president of the United States, he told the host, and I will remember any founder that didn't have the capacity to understand culturally what we're doing. All right, let's try that one again. And I will remember any founder that didn't have the capacity to understand culturally what we're doing. I don't know what that means. Can you imagine Kim Kardashian as the first lady? Sure, why not? Man, just... whenever I see pictures of Kim Kardashian's waist to hip ratio, I just always just think it's photoshopped. Like, it is wild. It's just ridiculous. I don't even know what to make of it. Dad of four now. Wow. Also opened up about his friendship with Trump, as well as the backlash he received for sporting a Make America Great Again cap. He said he's not fussed about the drama because he's the greatest human artist of all time. But I think that would be. I think you can have reasonably disagree with that. I think, yeah. I mean, I think that it's possibly. I would also say that perhaps it's not for him to say, and I think that it would be subjective. Yeah. Okay. Give me some other examples where someone is saying what isn't culturally what you're supposed to say. He continued. Give me some other examples where someone is saying what isn't culturally what you're supposed to say, he continued. Give me an example where someone is saying what you're not supposed to say. You don't want to say it, do you, liberal? And now, I am unquestionably, undoubtedly, the greatest human artist of all time. It's not even a question at this point, it's just a fact. For the greatest artist in human existence to put a red hat on was God's practical joke to all liberals. Like, no, not Kanye! We're not sure putting a red hat on was quite the reason for the backlash, hon. But anyway, I mean, I think it was, largely. You might want to hold off on the Kanye for President t-shirts as he still has an entire album to finish and release. After the All Falls Down rapper promised us he would be dropping Jesus is King at midnight on the 25th of October, fans were left disappointed when he said the album failed to materialise. What are you, Brexit? Okay, taking to Twitter, he explained the reason for the hold-up, telling his 29 million followers, "To my fans, thank you for being loyal and patient. We are specifically fixing mixes on everything we need. Follow God and water. We're not going to sleep until this album comes out." Fans were understandably a little less than impressed as he previously pushed the release date back from September. Let's hope Yeezy President runs actually on time. Blah, 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 blah. Kanye for president, Kanye for president. Get that mad bastard into office. Get the mad bastard into office. Sing us a song, Kanye. What's your foreign policy? Kanye fucking West. How are you gonna sort out the Middle East? Kanye, the greatest living human artist of all time. Will you bring back the troops or send more out? What's your situation on complex economical strategy? Kanye, sing us a song, Kanye. Look at your missus's ass. Wow, Kanye, how are you going to fix out the problem of economic instability? What are you going to do about the divide between the rich and the poor? What are your fucking policies, Kanye West? Greatest artist of all time. Kanye, woohoo! Kanye, yeah. Okay, so that's my song for you, Kanye West. You are welcome to clap back in the form of a rap anytime you like. And let me know. I want the finer points of your economic policy. I want to know what you're going to do about the Middle East. What are you going to do about the North Korea situation? The military-industrial complex. Will you be looking into Tower 7? Will you be looking to drain any sort of swamp? What about the Epstein situation? The Clintons. Going to be looking into them at all? What's your opinion on that? Again, then economics. You know, what are your climate strategies? Kanye, I want a full list. If you're going to get my vote, obviously I can't vote. Not only due to the fact that I'm not American, also a convicted felon. I don't think you can vote once you're a convicted felon in America. Is that right, or is it just if you're in prison? I don't know. But what I do know, guys, is that coming up at 11 a.m, our boy, our brother, your friend and mine, Big D, Big Daddy D, STD, Mackie D, D Money, Snoop D-O double D, Fog on Friday, with a whole hour of just pure horn, to give you the horn, to give your lady wife the horn, to give your significant other, regardless of their sexuality or gender, the right fucking horn. Okay? Good. Oh, there's still more time left. Sorry, I thought we were right up against it. Yeah, this is a bit of fun, isn't it? This kid looks like a supervillain. Mum draws eyebrows on newborn to teach her not to fall asleep at parties. Great. Oh, no shares on this one, Hartley Parkinson. Unlucky. New mother joked that she drew eyebrows on her sleeping 6-week-old daughter baby to teach her a lesson for later life. Yep, dumb kid falling asleep. Outrageous. Danielle McSherry, she 27 from Fife, Scotland, says was desperate to see what Isabella would look like if her eyebrows were visible. She looks deeply cynical. Is that how I would say she looks? She looks like she's done with your shit, quite honestly. Looks like she's done a shit and she's done with your shit. And now she wants you to put your shit to one side and deal with her shit. Whipping out her makeup powder, the stay-at-home mum. said she was left in hysterics when she saw the bold new eyebrows. I would imagine so. That is very funny. She shared the picture on Facebook, joking that she was teaching Isabella not to fall asleep at parties, and received a mixed reaction, with some accusing her of child abuse. Yeah, of course, obviously. I think it's funny. I would... Oh, very sweet. I mean, you would want to check, wouldn't you, that the whatever makeup you were using was, you know, okay for the most delicate of delicate skin out there. But why not go the whole hog? Why not get some sort of like fake tattoos on there, like a SoundCloud rapper? Come on, swastika on the forehead, upside down cross, 666, all your standard like fall asleep at parties fare. Shave her head. Oh, so there's not a lot of hair there, really. Cute. Any comments on this one? No. Should I just stick in a comment like, you know, she deserves the death penalty for this. This country has gone to the dogs. That's why I voted to leave. Send them home. Seems like a fairly standard comment to go on the metro. Burn. So it's always about burning people. Or it always just turns about, okay, well, I'm not going to post that. Guys, look, it's the end of the show. It's the end of the week. Thank you for tuning in. You're wonderful people. Liz, thanks for your Brexit analysis. Obviously stirred up a bit of fun in the chat, which is fine. You know, everyone be nice. It's fine. Just, you know, it's whatever. It's fine. You know, the world's a complex place. And, you know, it's okay to be friends with people with differing opinions, even if they're very annoying. Guys, thank you to everyone that's supporting on Patreon. You're wonderful folks. I will see you next week. Before I go, VIP list as ever: Greg Conford, Oliver Hooper, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matty Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, John Finison, BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Griff, Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, James Barry, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squimton, Lee and the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, Guy With No STD, James MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Nelson, Taran Wilmore, Mr. Poe, Dub Grasses, Archons, IC Superior, Drum and Bass, Kris Breaks, The Bird, Karissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller D, General Jemby, Praxis, Matt Wright, Grant Sullivan, Tom Robinson, Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Ranking makes uplifting vocal side trance under the Alice Cosmic Waft. Keep it cool, tall in the mud pool, but don't let your meat loaf. Nick Brock, Sean Simpson, Robin Card, Hugh Danner, Sarah Hunt, The Hitch, Marcel Tech, Willay, Ben Virgo, Dan Tweed, Lupus, Alizar, Big Wedge, My Hill, Mighty Danny, Nick Fleming, Carl Lewis, Gordon and Liz, Carl Williams, Tom Skipper, unfortunately it's George DC, Anthony Sharp, Claudio Lashmere, Benish, Drum Roche, Timid, John Forsyth, Anderson, PSN Godlight, MC Hamadali, your mum, Leonardo Gervais, Big 8. Guys, tune in, Fog on Friday, your boy D on the decks, dropping the goods, dropping his pants, dropping his load. He's dropping his guts in fog-on form. I'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. I love you all. Okay, goodbye.